It has been 1 month since I planted these potatoes. Remember, I planted the whole potatoes and then I also planted the chitted potatoes. And these are the Dark Red Norland potatoes. So today is May 2nd and I just wanted to show you a progress on how these potatoes are growing. So it's very interesting to me. The potatoes that you're looking at right now are the chitted potatoes, and they go from this marker right here over to this marker right here. And I want you to see how much growth has happened in the chitted potatoes. So these are half potatoes, so that means that I would be able to get twice the yield possibly from the same number of potatoes I'm using over here in the whole potato section. So here are the whole potatoes, and notice the difference. There is very little difference in the volume of growth from the whole potatoes to the chitted potatoes. That's why we can see that the commercial growers use chitted potatoes. Something else that's also very interesting is this is a whole potato plant right here. This is also a whole potato plant. So is this. So is this. Look at the size difference and the health of the potatoes right next to each other in the same soil, same fertilizer, same sun, same temperature. So you really need to grow several potatoes to kind of get an average of high yields and low yields. So don't expect that all your plants will be the same size. And this plant here is really the biggest. This big, beautiful plant, just great coloring. The leaves look awesome. It's just super, super healthy, growing in the sand and sawdust mix. And then here's another plant right next to it, also extremely healthy, bug-free, disease-free. I haven't sprayed it with anything and don't anticipate needing to spray it with anything at all. I've grown potatoes before and never had to spray with pesticides or herbicides of any kind. But I'm really happy with the results that I'm getting from this first month of the Dark Red Norland potatoes. Now it's been 2 weeks since we planted the Chieftain tomatoes, the Chieftain potatoes. So here you can see we planted them on the 16th. And they're just starting to come up. These potatoes are grown at the same time as the Dark Norlands because they take about a month longer to actually produce their crop, and so you can kind of stagger your harvest. So you can see they're coming up. They're starting to come up here, and there is the plant right there. So there's some leaves. So they're ready to come up. And imagine they're going to be about a month behind in production in how fast they're growing and so forth compared to the Norlands, which is exactly what I wanted to compare. So I'm going to also compare the quality of the produce coming from these plants and also the volume. See if I like one over another. So here's one that's completely broken through and is looking really healthy. So I hope you enjoyed this update of the face-off between the Chieftain potatoes and the Norlands potatoes, the chitted potatoes and the whole potatoes. And I will continue giving you updates every month until harvest so you can see what the yields are and possibly decide which one of these varieties you prefer to have in your garden. This is LDS Prepper reminding you, if you are prepared, you shall not fear. I really, really think potatoes is a great foundational food, and it has fed nations over millennia. It's a great, great source of nutrition for your family.